everybody, Tony and Chris back for another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet, the TigerSox series.
There.
Indeed, yeah. No, you're not trying to.
A couple pretty looking
Exactly.
dudes.
And we have a special selection today from my home state of Missouri.
Yeah.
It's a beer with which I think some of you may be familiar, but yeah, I've seen it on shelves. I'll put it to you that way. Have you seen it before?
I think I saw it once at Total Wine, and I also saw it like a tent set up for it one time at like a sporting event or something.
Oh, okay.
And it had a blue, yeah, I've bumped into it before. Not everywhere. But anyway, it's brewed using the choicest hops, best barley, malt, and rice. So it sounds pretty good. Without further ado, should we introduce it?
Yeah, get into it.
Yeah. Bud Light, everybody. Yeah, we're going to review. I think I'm pronouncing it right.
I think, yeah, maybe Litte or something, but or Bood.
Bood Lit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with Bood Lit. It seems, I don't know, I cracked them a little earlier just to get kind of a preview on it, a head start on it. You know, to smell, because it's complex and it needs a little extra time than the 15 minutes we have allowed.
Exactly, to roll across the glass.
So, yeah.
Now, it is made by Anheuser-Busch,
a
Missouri brewery, like I said, from my home state.
Yeah.
They are the only consumer of beechwood wood.
Yeah.
All beechwood is consumed by them for their brewing process.
Yeah.
And so it's got to be something good. If they are the exclusive consumers of beechwood wood. World renowned, it says.
World renowned. You know what? I was in Italy this past October. I think I saw it there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So this is, I think it says something on there about how it's on 6 continents. So.
Oh crap! I guess I underestimated this beer then. Born on date. Let's see. September 21st, 2017. Wow, I got kind of a slightly older one here. But it does say it's a fresh trace, a crisp, clean finish, and a smooth drinkability. It's a light-bodied lager, you know. So Chris, shall we?
Should we crack this
Pretty
open
excited,
and pour it down the drain? April Fools!
April Fools! We aren't gonna drink this shit. Fact. Goodbye, you vile, scum-sucking, awful, terrible. It's horrible. Look at that. It's nothing but foam. It's foam. What is this shit? Get out of here. Get out. April Fools, everybody.
April Fools.
I'll clean that up a little bit later.
Oh, yeah?
Or maybe we'll get the leaf blower to come over here.
Come over and check it out.
Here, come blow this. We've been waiting for this guy to. And there he goes.
Yep.
So we'll have to talk up, but we've waited quite a while for him to.
At this point now, we're going to shout over the lawn machine.
Shout.
Let it all out.
Let it all out. We're going to drink an actual good beer today. Mother Earth Brewing is the beer we're going to be drinking today. Kismet, India Pale Ale.
They are a California brewer. Are they San Diego County or are they LA?
I know they're in that area. Brewed in Canada, Mother Earth Brewing, Vista, California.
Okay. So that's LA, right? LA County?
Yeah, I think it's down there. Although, please feel free to correct us.
Yeah.
I think it's in the southern part of, that's Southern California.
So if it's not LA County, it's what, Orange or something? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to guess. I mean, that area, when it comes to counties, I don't really know too many, except San Diego County. Also says Nampa, Idaho. Brewed and canned by Mother Earth Brewing Company, Vista, California, and Nampa, Idaho. Anyway, this was given to us. There's an image of the canner. Mother Earth, Kismet IPA. Mike Gaddy, our good friend Mike Gaddy.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. As promised, when he gave me this can, he says, make sure you and Chris each have one, because he gave me 2 of them. And he is a rep for the company. So
and a good guy.
He's great. He's actually a friend of ours in Untapped. And whenever he enjoys a beer, I always tease him because he's always looking over it and his eyes are always crossed. So I'm like, I said, you're enjoying this beer because your eyes are crossed. So anyway. Let's
just
try
a little bit more about Untapped. Now you can go ahead and crack that open. I'm just going to read this to you. We've got 7.2 ABV on this. No, baby. 70 IBUs, so kind of high up there. Not crazy high for an IPA, but still kind of high. Okay. 8 of my friends have given this a cumulative score of 3.66. 10,000 of us have given it a score of 3.77. And it's described as an aggressive assault of New Zealand Nelson Sauvin. Hops, pleasant grassy aroma is layered between pepper, mango, papaya, and grape must, with just enough caramel malt to add depth to color. The emphasis here is truly the southern hemispherical variety. So There you have it.
Yeah, and it's definitely grassy. The aroma coming off the can.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right.
The
I
hops
mean,
are definitely grassy. Tasting notes.
without even tasting it, I'm going to assume that this is a lawn mowing beer because it smells so grassy.
Yeah, you just left tasting notes. Dank pine, ripe mangoes, island papaya. So there you go.
A 7.2 is actually kind of the higher end for.
That is seemingly high for an IPA that consists of mango and papaya, because usually they're hovering around 5 or 6. It seems like. So, shall we?
It's still within range.
Let's
but
pour.
Yeah, let's pour.
Chris is going to be enjoying a beer out of our Vegas Golden Knights. We're
So
proud.
it's the Golden Shower glass. I'm sorry, Golden Knights.
Yeah, April Fools again.
April Fools.
We're quite proud of our Golden Knights.
Indeed.
So, that is a nice, clean looking beer.
I'll say, and it's very brassy
It
color.
Is. Yes.
Lots of
brassy.
carbonation in this. The head,
very busy.
while thin, doesn't seem to be going anywhere, even as I give it a swirl.
Yeah.
Not an aggressive amount of lacing, but
I'll be drinking from my brand new Odell Brewing Company glass.
thanks to Katie from the Creek.
Thanks to Katie from the Creek.
We love you, Katie. We love you, Creek.
We love you. Yes, absolutely. Very clean, wispy, bubbly.
I'm going to describe
Perky.
that as medium carbonation, probably, because it's not quite as much as
You get the bottom
the
of the
tail
can,
end.
so
Yeah, for an IPA, that's beauty.
The best part of an IPA like that is the last little swig or two from the can.
If there's a name for that, I don't know if there is, but if there isn't, there should be, honestly, for that last little bit.
Yeah,
that
because
you're gonna
sentiment just isn't fair. That's not a good enough word.
But there's got to be like a name, like you know how the internal organs of a lobster are called tamale. You know, there's got to be some name like that for the bottom of the bottom bit of an IPA.
I like tamales. That doesn't sound good.
Okay, now there come the hops, which are a little bit piney, but still, like Tony said, he's right. It smells grassy. That's what I smell more than anything. I smell hay more than I smell hops, to be honest with you.
Yep. It's like you're in the backyard of a freshly mowed lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Piney, grassy.
And okay, now I'm
earthy.
getting the fruit. I'm getting the papaya smell.
I'm getting that for sure. Yeah. It's coming on a little bit. Mangoes, I find mangoes to be kind of subtle when it comes to flavor and aroma. Unless it's that real artificial fruit, like I always use watermelon chewing gum as what you can take a fruit and how fake you can make it. Is the same thing with mango. For me to detect mango, it needs to be totally artificial. I can never actually like pick up a mango and bite it and go, "Oh, that's a mango." You know, I just don't taste them. I don't know. So what do you think? I'm thinking this is going to be a good beer. I've actually had this beer before. You have not, but that don't stop me from reviewing it with the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Nice flavor.
Medium mouthfeel. A little bit of spikiness, not crazy. No real alcohol burn.
Nope.
Well, a slight alcohol burn
it's
now.
touch there.
It's coming through.
Exactly. It's
That
like
7.2 does actually show up a little bit late, but that's because it's 7.2.
Late on arrival.
10.2.
Yeah. Definitely at the back end.
Yeah. I'm tasting hop juice or hop oil is what.
Oily. That's a good way to word it. I would agree with that. The resin, like the oil from I always think of Hop Hunter, the IPA from Sierra Nevada, when they released that a couple years ago. To that point, that was like the most oily IPA I had had. It was awesome. I still drink it from time to time, but yeah, I would agree with you on that. Got like that nice, but it's a pleasant flavor. It's an oil like you would want to drink this oil.
And I hate to use an overly used word when it comes to IPAs, but it is dank. It really is. There's that sort of that flavor that almost tastes like it was grown in somebody's basement. You know, that there's sort of I wouldn't go so far as to call it mildewy, but just that little bit of just a little bit of humidity sort of mixed into the whole thing. You know?
Yeah, it gives it character. A lot of IPAs simply don't have that. They're just going after the attack on the bitterness, and they're wanting to like bombard you with just pine and the overall bitterness. But beers like this balance out. They're smoother. The element of fruit kind of softens it a little bit to the taste buds.
Exactly.
It's a very drinkable IPA.
At the same time, I mean, you can tell this. I don't know whether it was 70 or 72 IPA or IBU, but
it was 70 something. Yeah.
So whether it's, I think 70, the difference between 70 and 72 is negligible. So whichever one it is, you know, if I'm wrong saying it was 70 and it was in fact 72. You do taste that, but as Tony said, with the fruit, it kind of tempers out a little bit.
Yeah. Easy drinking. This is like,
Mhm.
it's very lively, crisp, perky, kind of like a pale ale would be, where it's refreshing and, just kind of easy drinking. I mean, it's something you could easily put 2 or 3 of these away and not be, like, oh, my mouth is just, like coated in bitterness or oil, or it's
Although with the
very
7.2,
satisfying beer.
it's not quite. See, when I think of when I list something as a lawn mowing beer, usually 6.5 is about as high
The
as an
ceiling
ABV
for
I
the
want.
ABV, yeah.
So 7.2, I don't know. If you're drinking 5%, even if you realize, oh hell, I missed a patch over there, and you have to reignite the lawnmower and start mowing again, at least for somebody my size, that's not a big deal. A 7.2 after drinking a couple of those, realizing that I missed a patch over there, I don't know that I'd fire up the lawnmower if I've had a couple
It can wait for
of
the next
these.
mow.
So yeah, exactly.
You know what? I think of this not so much as a yard work beer. I think of it as like kicking back by the pool.
There you go.
And we're getting
Exactly.
into, now it's April, so some parts of the country, including us,
Here, yeah, exactly.
are, people are already getting their pools ready for
Summer
use.
starts the day after Christmas here, so.
Pretty much. So this would be the kind of beer I would have 1 or 2.
There you go, exactly. Hanging out at the pool when you got nothing to do, you're screwing around. Nice weather.
Yeah, this is just easy drinking. It's light enough. I mean, the ABV is up there, but it's also crisp and refreshing and light enough. Probably because of the fruit elements to make it to where you can, as long as you enjoy IPA, obviously.
Yeah, this is definitely not if your friend is having a hard time coming to the IPA full, don't give them this one. This is not hey man, give this one a try.
Yeah, probably, 7.2. Yeah, you would want to go the session route, probably keep it around 5%, something like that. So, what would you score this on tap, my friend?
Well, I would say I was thinking like a 3.75, and then it's going to get the extra 0.25 for
it's in the can, yes.
For being in a can.
Show you the can, everybody.
It is going to get a 4.0 from me.
So yeah, but the Oath, they've actually had they've had several different beers up here at Tenaya Creek with tap takeovers, and
they did.
I've always liked their beer. I think they make really good quality stuff.
Is that the year that we were there for that?
I don't remember. I mean, this is April now, so I would say less than a year.
I think you're right. Close to like 9 months.
Wasn't it around Earth Day or something that they showed up?
Yes, which is in April though, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
I'm pretty sure Earth Day is in April, so but yeah, somewhere around that time. I gotta say this. This has been my experience with Mother Earth beers. I think they really lend themselves to cocktails, beer cocktails. The Cali Creamin', I've had it a couple of times. To me, I think there's so many beer cocktails out there that are begging for that one to be used. And I think this one could be too. It has enough of that tropical flavor that I'm thinking if you threw in, say, Curacao or Grand Marnier, something orangey like that.
And he went to bartending school, so.
There you go, it's true. Maybe even like a little, I don't like bitters to add to the, I don't know, but I think this could actually be, there's a beer cocktail recipe out there waiting for this particular beer.
I agree.
Show it to you one more time. Kismet can.
We have about a minute and a half left, so we're going to cover just a couple quick things. Baseball's back.
Baseball.
TigerSox series. Here it is, April. This is the month. We're kicking off the season. So go Red Sox, go Tigers.
Go Tigers. My hometown signed Moustakas. Well, I guess at this point now that's kind of old news. But it's I'm happy for that. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah.
We love the Moose in Kansas City. So.
Yeah. And new display item right over my left shoulder here.
Yes.
Is my tap handle from Sierra Nevada, their Torpedo IPA. It's the only tap handle I own, and I've been trying to incorporate it into a video for a while now, because I actually got it at Christmas, and I'm like, I need to put this somewhere. So anyway,
we're gonna have to get Tony one of those refrigerators. We have the tap handle that comes out from
I want cool stuff. So I guess we're about out of time. So
until
thanks for watching, everybody.
Drink good beer,
and don't drink Bud Light, because that was just a joke. Begin that first couple minutes. Yeah, don't do that.
Cheers,
Bad
everybody.
advice. Peace out.